morning, students. Today I am going to teach you the chapter Society of Rural Area. In this chapter today we are going to learn about the case study of indigo. Indigo is a blue colored dye obtained from the indigo plant, which is used to dye cloth. The indigo plant grows mainly in the tropics area. Indian indigo was being used by cloth manufacturers in Italy, France and Britain to dye cloth by the 13th century. Only small amounts of Indian indigo reached the European market, which makes its price very high. There was also a great demand it in Europe. By the end of the 18th century, the demand for the Indian indigo grew further because of the industrialization of Britain. Its cotton production expanded, creating an enormous new demand for indigo for cloth dyes. The climate of England was unsuitable for growing indigo. Therefore, it imported indigo for other places, mainly from the West Indies and America. The production of indigo in the world fell by half between 1783 and 1789, when the demand for indigo increased. Its existing supplies from the West Indies and collapsed because of different reasons. This forced Britain to look for supplies of indigo dyes from new sources to meet their requirement. India was the biggest supplier of indigo in the world, was the biggest at that time. Therefore, the British turned to India to meet its growing demand for indigo. The company looked for ways to expand the area under indigo cultivation in India. Indigo cultivation in Bengal expanded rapidly from the last decades of the 18th century. Indigo of Bengal came to dominate the world market. About 30% of the indigo imported to Britain was from India in 1788, and this proportion had gone up to 95% by 1810. The company was now forced to farmers in Bengal to grow indigo, and it became a major exporter to England. Commercial agents and officials of the company began investing in indigo production as the indigo trade grew. Many company officials left their jobs to look after their indigo business, because indigo cultivation provides huge profits. Numerous Scotsmen and Englishmen came to India and became planters who had no money to produce indigo, could get loans from the company and the banks. There was two main systems of indigo cultivation, that is niche and VIII. Now, niche cultivation. In this system of cultivation, the farmers produced indigo in lands that he directly controlled for cultivation. He either bought the land or rented it from other zamindars. He also produced indigo by directly employing hired laborers. Now, you have to write question and answers in your fair copy. What were the different problems associated with the permanent settlement? Write a short note on Mahalwari settlement. Define plantation.